Hi Capricorns, thank you for joining me. So glad to have you here for your October reading. Focusing for you now, Capricorns, and invite Great Spirit, angels and my guides to join me in this reading for Capricorns for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. What message do you have for Capricorn for October 2020? Those two. So, firstly, we have the Five of Wands reversed. In the area of how you view the world and how the world views you, your mode of expression, to what people see you or how they see you. Okay, so this is, being a 5 is a number of challenge, and it's about challenges. So there are still some challenges for you, as if you haven't already had enough, Capricorn. But the good news is that you have got this. Whatever it is to do, now this could be to do with your appearance, it could be your going on a new diet and your intention is to lose weight, because it is about your appearance as well, the first house area. So the message from the Five of Wands in reverse is that you've got this, okay, and you're not going to put up with any nonsense or unethical people. So you're going to be able to see straight through the bullshit, basically, and I think you'll be very blunt and adamant about letting somebody know that if they need to know that. So just be careful, tread carefully. You don't want to get involved in unnecessary conflict. But it is a bit of a challenge for you, and I'm getting that you're willing to rise to the challenge too, Capricorns. Then here in the area of how you earn your money, your resources, your values, your self-worth, and the support system that you use to survive, it is being influenced here by the Eight of Swords. Now, it's a good sign that it's reversed, because that is about gaining clarity and that you have options, and it is letting you know too that you're leaving or taking steps to leave an abusive situation. Okay, so there's a sense of freedom with the Eight of Swords reversed. Around the right way, you may have in the past felt a bit trapped by your circumstances, but this is letting you know that there's a release, and it's part and parcel of this challenge that you're facing, but you can break free, which is all good news. And then you have the Emperor. Now, he is the father figure The Empress is the mother figure. The Emperor is the father figure. And it is a card that is ruled by Aries. So again, that blunt, honest energy is with you. And it's being communicated too. And now the Emperor is sometimes overcautious and does represent feeling that need to protect yourself. Okay, so whether that's other people's bluntness towards you, or it's because it's the area of communication, short journeys, siblings. It's the local area too, so be careful to engage brain before mouth. You might be in a situation where you're going to put your foot in it. So, but it is also letting you know that the father figure is prominent around you too. So if your father isn't on the earth plane, there is some form of protection being felt due to your father. It may be some advice that he gave you once somewhere along the line, or you're sensing his spirit and energy around you, which is giving you the confidence that you need. So yeah, let me know in the comments. It might come through in dreams even, and if so, jot it down, because it might be some helpful insight coming through for you in that way. Now, in the area of your home and family, your property, land, your hometown, is the Page of Wands. So there's some exciting news when the Page of Wands presents himself, and it's also a bit of a creative spark there too. So you may be getting a bit more creative in your home or around your home. Now you can let your hair down, because there is opportunity for growth, and it's also an energy of the fresh and the new as well. So there's a bit of excitement in that area of your foundations, your parents, and property, real estate. It's also a very profound area of the wheel, because it signifies what you've come in to reincarnate for. Okay, and what your purpose is. And through this year, a lot of us are really realizing our purpose. We may not be at our full potential yet, but we're certainly realizing our purpose, and it's often not what we thought it was. So maybe what we wanted and what we thought we wanted in 2019, here now towards the end of 2020, could have changed, opening up a whole fresh new look at opportunities that are presenting. Oh yes, the Sun. Beautiful card to have, and especially very happy to see it here in this 5th house. It's letting you know that the path of success is opening up for you, and the vitality is coming back. You've met these challenges that have been presented to you, I think, through this whole year, and the obstacles are being removed, and so you're not feeling so stuck in the dark. You've got release here, and this is in the fun house. This is the creative energy. So you may throw yourself into some great new creative project. Well, great and new in your eyes anyway, Capricorn. So new beginnings are ready to grow, and something is really blossoming, and the transformation and adjustments are being made. So this is a very good omen to have in the wheel for you. Okay, so I really do like that, especially in this area, which is your fun house. It's the love that is given, the love you give, it's your hobbies, it's where you find your joy. Children are under a wonderful influence there. The children are out playing and enjoying themselves, so there's a real strength there connected with children and matters of the heart. Now, strength here is in the area of your health and hygiene and your work and workplace, workmates, and there's some sort of doubt connected with that. You're feeling a bit doubtful, whether it's yourself or whether you're just doubting the job you're in, or you're doubting whether you want to take on a new job at the moment. So sit with it a bit and really give it some deep thought, because it's a message of needing a bit more time. So whether you need to just stay with what you're doing in your working life a little bit longer, or you could find, if you've not got work happening at the moment as such, that maybe you need that downtime or that time off to regroup and look after your well-being, because the strength reverse can indicate that your well-being is a little out of balance. And the strength card is the symbol of affinity, which is virtually the number 8. Well, it is the number 8, but you can see the affinity sign above her head there. So whatever is going on in your working life, or to do with your health and well-being, it's happening for you to contemplate at the moment, so that you can really decide what direction you really want to go in. The Ace of Cups. Now, even though this is in reverse, it's also letting you know there's challenges, because the polar opposite here with the first house and 7th house, there is challenges to do with your emotions. So your heart may be saying to stay and your head wants to move on. You're even possibly looking at your relationships and feeling whether or not there's real commitment there, that kind of thing. Okay? It's not showing that it's a fertile time when the Ace of Cups is reversed, for those of you that are trying for pregnancy. That doesn't mean don't keep trying or anything, it's just that the Ace of Cups reversed is lack of fertility at this time. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Lovely. So this is really going to boost you up and give you confidence. Confidence and determination. It's a very nurturing sign here too, with the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. So there could be someone, Capricorn, which may be yourself, or relying on yourself, feeling that you do have enough resources to get you through, or it is in the 8th house area, which is to do with the resources that are connected with other people and other people's support as well. So, and it's also in the 8th house, is being the area of beginnings and endings, birth and rebirth, networking, joint resources, inheritances, and your emotional values. And the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing and generosity, indulgence, mothering, sensuality, wealth. It's a symbol of good luck. So you've got two symbols, very good omens here. You've got the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you've been working on a creative project and you're actually going to get the reward for that. Some financial reward. It's also a sexuality area, and this does symbolise the green thumb and a love for nature. So it really will do you some good through October to spend time in nature. Take those shoes off, do some grounding work, feel the energy of Mother Earth nurturing you right through your feet, up through your body. That kind of thing is going to really lift you. Lifting your vibration, raising your vibration. 2 of Wands here. Now, this is in the area of long distance travel, overseas cultures, foreign lands. It also represents higher education in this 9th house area. Spirituality, religion, your objectives, your perception of things, shifting and changing, seeing the duality. So you may find that you are actually shifting and changing with some of your ideas or your perceptions that no longer are suiting the new pathway that you're embarking on. But it's also letting you know that you don't have to make a decision right now, okay? You're happy with what you've achieved, and you can take your time with making any big decisions. So I do feel that there is some choices and decisions there for you to make, but they're about your future. They are about where you're heading and where you're going, and you're taking your whole new perception of reality and taking that forward with you as well. Knight of Swords, reversed. Now this is a fast card symbol, so it does represent something that does happen fast. And in reverse, it is about the thrill of the chase, and it's like like you're lacking the momentum in that area. The thrill of the chase is sort of gone, or it's over, or you're over it. In the area of your career, your public reputation, your profession, how you deal with the outer world. There's a lot of signs showing up with that mid-heaven area. They're not really that keen to deal with the outer world, which I can relate to that. I'm sure most people can. But we do have to deal with it at some level, and I think it's not going to be as hard as what we think. Initially there may be a little bit of hastiness out there in the world for those that are forging ahead and pushing through everything, but that doesn't mean that we have to join. If that's not what is feeling right for you, you don't have to join in and do that. You can run it at your own pace. So even though there are things that are moving faster than what maybe you thought they were going to, you can still pull it back, and you know, you don't have to make snap decisions. And I feel that anyone who is trying to force you to make snap decisions and not give you time to contemplate is going to be put in their place, basically. Be let known that you've got your boundaries, and so you should. So then you have the Chariot here, and that's letting you know that you're being pulled in different directions and you need more time to sort things out. And there could also be transport issues, which I saw also here with this Emperor reversed. Short distance journeys may be delayed. So there's something to do with your transport too that needs to be worked on. And yeah, there's that push and pull going on, which I feel is a part of this Five of Wands here being reversed. That's where your challenge is, and you'll find your joy and probably even your enlightenment and wisdom through your hobbies, through the love that you give, and children and matters of the heart. And in the 12th house, that which is hidden from you, and it can be the area too where we can find out where we're doing our own self-sabotaging. You've got the Devil reversed. So I feel that there's some sort of toxic situation that you're also feeling some release from with the Devil reversed. Okay, and maybe you weren't really aware of that up until now. And it could be people, or it just could be the situation, or it may be to do with people in the workplace, because there's some sort of dissatisfaction there in the workplace as well. But as I said, you've got these two cards are your saving grace, really. Because it appears to me the situation that's going on where you're feeling pulled and pushed by others is just something that you really want to sort out and get through and be able to move on in the direction that you want to go. And I really do feel, especially with that Two of Wands here in the area of what your objectives are, that you will be able to do that because you're happy with what you've been able to achieve, and you're willing to work on whether it's business relationships, work relationships, romantic relationships. You're willing to work on what needs to be sorted out and setting your boundaries as well. So I really do like the look of all of that. So now, Capricorn, I will go round with the Zodiac cards. They've got all the planets written on them, and I'll show you where that is actually playing out for you this month. So firstly, in this first house for Capricorn, Jupiter is in Capricorn. So Jupiter is direct. Yay, went direct last month in September. So that's a real relief having Jupiter moving in the right direction. So this month you can actually really feel things freeing up. You can feel the opportunities, the sense of adventure is coming back. You may find that you're really a stickler for the letter of the law, so or you may be needing to look into things to do with law. It can be an exaggeration energy, the Jupiter energy, and you know, watch your weight, because Jupiter can literally expand. So that diet that you need to keep on to, and that physical side of yourself, because this is your physical being, and the strength is reverse in that area of health and well-being and your physical day-to-day stuff. So just keep an eye on that, and you know, maybe expand the healthy food that you are intaking. Now, there is a sense of destiny attached to this, especially around the 30th of October. Destiny brings good fortune around that time, and it can be in the form of a person or an event. So it's a sign of receiving or making room for the bounty in your life. Then Saturn is also in Capricorn, so there's a bit of a stellium here in Capricorn with Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. So Saturn is still about the rules and regulations and traditions. It has been in retrograde, but it turned direct on the 29th of September, so a couple of days before October started. And it sort of takes that seriousness away, that, you know, that complaining, non-jolly, because the Jupiter energy wants a bit of jolliness and a bit of fun and some laughter and looking at the brighter side of things. And Saturn in retrograde sort of holds that up a little bit and makes everybody very somber and you know, serious, and whereas Saturn direct is still sort of, well, in a way, it's what's gotten well, us in Australia anyway, it's what's gotten us used to the regulations that have been changed due to this COVID. So with Saturn going direct, we're used to it now, and it will make it easier for everyone to follow what needs to be done, which is good hygiene and respecting other people's space is basically the nitty-gritty of it at the stage we're at here in Aussie. So it's sort of letting you know that that's going to be able to be something that we can adjust to, so that we can keep moving forward instead of being stuck or feeling held back. And Pluto is in the mix as well. So this is about big changes, and Pluto is also conjunct Jupiter and Saturn. Now, when Jupiter and Pluto are at a conjunction, it's in orb, it's not exact yet, but it's in orb, it is a good sign that there will always be a way financially, as long as you're not taking any risk or involved in any risky behaviour. Okay? Then we have Neptune here for you in the 3rd house. And Neptune is also retrograde. So Neptune is the planet that makes things a little bit more confusing and makes us sort of really, in a way, come to terms with our reality. But it's also a very good energy to be able to communicate through our art and our spiritual pursuits. Okay, so I do like the Neptune energy, whether it's retrograde or direct, but it's retrograde at the moment in Pisces, so it's also a very mystical energy connected with that, and that feeling of really being able to tap into the consciousness of the collective. So you may have actually found yourself thinking something on a global scale or on a national scale, and then you see it other people are rising to that vibration as well. So, and it's in the area of your local area. So you may really be tuning into the ideas in the local area, or the opportunities to do with your local area. Short distance travel, transport, siblings, and communication. So, you know, Earth is a school of learning, and this Neptune retrograde can help you to learn at that early stage so that you can graduate and in effect be initiated. Then we have the moon, the full moon in Aries on the 2nd of October, depending on where you are on the planet. 1st of October in some places, but it's the 2nd of October here in Aussie. So the new moon in Aries is, the full moon in Aries is about the culmination time, and it is affecting our emotions. The moon does affect our emotions and the cycles that we go to. So there's a fresh new energy, not essence, attached with this full moon, and needing to exercise some patience, and it is connected here to the 4th house with that news that's coming through with that Page of Wands there, and the creative spark. So there could be some sort of creative endeavour that you can see coming to fruition from around the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of October. Also here in Aries is Mars retrograde. Mars, the warrior, the god of war, in retrograde. So keeping an eye on your physical system and keeping it in good condition is really prominent here for you this month, Capricorn. And you can do that around the home. By the look at this, it's all happening in your home environment. Probably cheaper too to do it that way. Uranus is also in retrograde, and it is here in this 5th house. So that's the shaker and the mover, Uranus. And you've got some good signs there for anything that is driving you to express yourself in a different way and explore the unknown in a creative sense, because it is the house of creativity and finding your joy. So you may find some joy in unexpected ways. And remembering, you know, it's a good time to watch or be interested in science fiction. Uranus rules science fiction, space exploration, computers and high-tech gadgets. Okay, but it can be a little bit eccentric, this planet too, but I think everybody's really finding that eccentric side of themselves this year. And then we have Venus here in the 9th house, which is lovely because you've got that energy of the 2 of Wands there, which is saying you don't have to make a decision yet, and you're happy with what you've achieved, and you're willing to work on relationships. And then you've got lovely Venus in Taurus energy, and Venus, sorry, not in Taurus, Venus in Virgo trining the Taurus energy in Uranus, which is matters of the heart and how you give your love. So, you know, you could find if you are solo Capricorn, that you may find a unexpected spark with someone, and you know, be willing to get to know them, because there is that desire to seek meaningful relationships with Venus in Virgo, and that's from the 3rd of October onwards. So this area of the 9th house governs higher learning and academic subjects, law, religion, publishing, philosophy, cultural learnings. Maybe you're going to learn and understand about another culture, because this is more about other different culture to your own when it's in the 9th house, and it's ageless wisdom too, you know, and that is the polar opposite axis here to the 3rd house, which is where you've got the Neptune. So that's where you may have been trying to make the decision or understand the broader picture, and the shifting and changing of reality, and now Venus is coming in to give you some clarification on that. Okay? And if you are already embarking on that higher learning, then you really will be striving for perfection in any higher education that you're undertaking as well. So you will get things really, maybe even honours associated with that. The 10th house here, the zenith of the wheel, you've got the new moon on the 15th of October in Libra. So that is seeking harmony and focusing on socialising and enjoying your artistic pursuits with that Libra energy. It's about peace and harmony, and you're really coming from a deep level with that, because the moon is what governs our emotions in a lot of ways. It's also about the cycle of time as well. So the new moon is a great time to put forward your intentions and put forward your wishes, and, you know, write down what your intention is for the next month ahead. The sun moves into Scorpio on the 23rd of October. So there's passionate, intense energy there in your friendship groups, in your hopes and wishes. So be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So give it some thought before you make any wishes. And Mercury is retrograde on the 14th of October. So it's also in the 11th house area of hopes and wishes, manifestation, friendships and social activities. So you may act as a catalyst for your friends, helping them face hidden aspects of themselves. Okay? And you may use your resources well to obtain what you're hoping and wishing for as well. So there's a lot there for you, Capricorn. Things are moving in your direction. Well, in the direction that you're wanting to go, albeit a bit slower than what you may like, but you're on the way. Okay, so I'll just ask for message from your guardian angel here through October, who, you know, you can ask for help or assistance. You can pray, meditate, contemplate, and this is the archangel that is there working with you to help you in the direction you want to go this month. And you have the angel of belief. You see believe? Number 3. So, your message from the Angel of Belief, from our Guardian Angel reading cards, which is a lovely book. So, the message is you have the faith and belief that your loved ones are in a safe hands in the spirit world. And your affirmation is, I have the belief that my loved ones in the spirit world are safe. I understand that after this life ends, my spiritual journey will continue in the spirit realm. So this is the Angel of Belief is here to reassure you, to lay to rest all your fears. And it wants to let you know that if you are experiencing a time of grief, the Angel of Belief will be by your side to assist you while you become accustomed to your life if your loved one has passed. Oh, so feel that angel engulfing you with love and support. Now I will just focus on the message for you for the confirmation card from the Akashic Tarot. The Akashic Records is where is all kept. And we can tap into the Akashic Records. So, what is the confirmation card for Capricorn? Ooh, getting very warm, very hot. Things are heating up, I feel, Capricorn. And that saying, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Aha, there we go. Oh. We've got 3. We've got the Scribe, which is reversed, 3 of Scrolls, setting your course, and the 1 of Keys, the Architect. Someone looking to do some renovations in their home, maybe. So the number 12, Major Arcana, with that Scribe there. In reverse. So you may be ignoring some opportunity, Capricorn, for higher learning or uplifting discovery. Studies that can take you far above where you find yourself today, or you may have been asked to lead a group or share your gifts in some way and you haven't responded. That might be what you're holding back on making a decision about, Capricorn. In a personal matter, you could be closing your mind to new and broader thoughts, which limits you from dealing with that issue successfully. Stop holding back. There is more for you, much more. If you assume the mantle of higher intellect every moment, open your mind and keep opening it. Know that this is much more than just positive thinking. It is power thinking. Hold on to your power there. And the power isn't controlling others. The power is within us and controlling our own thoughts. So during this time, writing projects you wish to pursue may seem thought. Let yourself step back and take some time. Other opportunities for such submission will be coming. If you get involved in legal situations, be sure that you find the right person to help you, as you may be meeting lawyers or professionals who present themselves falsely. Investigate thoroughly and use your intuition so you don't get misled. If you're diligent, you can find the right counsel. So, your focus for the Akashic Force is think of an interest that you would like to pursue with a deep breath. Feel your desire to make this journey or expand it further. Find a book today that helps you open this door to tomorrow. And then you have the Three of Scrolls. And this is about setting your course and that you're captain of your own ship. So this is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Don't limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless opportunities and boundless wealth. Great. And then you have the One of Keys, which is the Architect. And the Architect is actually pointing towards that business, or could be marriage, relationship that you're willing to be working on. So at a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating, or it could be redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step into a position of power in order to do that. You must recognise your talents and your strength, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilises your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of this situation and take charge. To tap into the Akashic Force, close your eyes, take a relaxing breath and move deeply into the authority and confidence that comes from your eternal truth. You are in easy command. Feel your talents and powers stir within you as you design the destiny you seek. And there is a very powerful sense of destiny around this month too. The spiritual awakening with Chiron there, the wounded healer in Aries as well. So that fourth house energy is really being activated from the onset, from the beginning of October onwards. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. Sending you many blessings. I'm wishing you peace. Until next time, namaste.